So just what you need to be build the Docker, the commands, the Docker and build, and then -t, the text, and then the names and service. And after that, you put it your names and the Docker loops that's in the tag numbers, and you are in the root directory, and it will create the Docker images. And after the image is created, maybe we can create the image like 1.4, then with the same versions, and then after the same version we create the image, and it will create the new Docker image into the IC. The Docker image created the version number 1.2.4 with the same containers, and it's running the OpenJDK, downloading the base image, the OpenJDK, and build the layering of the Docker container, the Docker images, and then you check the image is created properly, and then image is created. If we see the image tags, we see the image 1.4. This is the same image, nothing more change. We use these the Docker images here. So and then if I go to the application itself is not running, so I can go to the again to check the Docker images is there. So all the images that I have it. So see the all the images that's created. So very straightforward based on the our definitions, our Docker file definition. So we just simply copy the number 3 and put the, so we build the jar files with the very straightforward npm clean install commands and create the jar files. And out of this jar file, we create the Docker image, and then Docker image into the, we can see this image. And then after that, we just simply run the Docker compose up and with all the environmental variable settings in this here. So that means the image is the application itself is not running, it's stopped the application, and then the image is there. So we need also the Postgres image, the 9.6 that we already put it here. And then also the now we need to be just to put Docker Compose up to run the application itself. So we can go to the Docker Compose up here in the here. So maybe we can this window. Sorry. And so we can see Docker Compose up, very straightforward, very simple. Docker Compose up. We can show also DDoS mode. We can run the Docker Compose. So it's just taking the image like 1.3. We can also put it the image like 1.2.4. We can use it, but here is the possibility. You can also remove the image, and then also you can pull the image, inspect the image. All the possibility is there. So I found really Docker Desktop tools is really good tools to build application or to monitor the Docker containers. Really, write down commands is also work to the professional life, and a lot of companies, a lot of professional life we are using the Docker Desktop with Windows, and then it works what we expect. We can visualize the information when and what, and we inspect the volumes. We can also volume the we can inspect the volume informations, all the information that's into the created new containers, the Docker containers, and the application also is here. So you see the applications, what we're expecting, the application is running, 3.0.3.1, and also our database is running what we're expecting is properly working. So now we need to be checked is our everything is properly handled or properly works, and then we need to be go to the and then we need to be checked. Open need to be checked. So we can go to the original CLI, clean it, remember. So we can clean all the windows. And then we can check it like the Docker processes, which is process is running. You can see the Docker processes. Docker process. So it's a two processes running. What is the our database process is one of them, and then also our Spring Boot application process. So we can check it like our Docker process, and then exe the database level. Is it our migrations? What's the IT, the interactive modes? Then we need to be passed the port and the container ID, and then also PSQL. PSQL, then we are in PSQL, then user in the class, user Postgres user, then we see the database. So with database levels, then we can check it if all the tables is created, what we're expecting. So all the tables that's in the definition of our project. So it has, let's check it like select, is it properly coming? Coming from the history, the Flyway schema history. Those are new in the Flyway. Just Google it, and then after that you can really understand. So we have like 5 versions there. So initial version is really properly tracked, and also the checksum is really important. Each of the version is properly tagging, it to define, and the execution time, and when it's created, when the who is installed, and the version numbers. Maybe you have 15 or 20 versions as a microservice-based application. There's many, every day you need to be changing it. That's why it's important to maintain some data migration or version control those data migration tools like Flyway and Liquibase, depending how good tools you are using. So let's everything is properly working. So it has history tables, the Flyway history tables is the 4 sequences that we define in our application that we define here, the sequences. You see the 4 sequences. This is the one of the sequences, 1, 2, 3, 4 sequences, and then after that we have the one additional, the 5 sequences is created. And it's constrained, and there's tables, and then so on, so forth. Just everything is properly migrated to the databases. So we go back. So now we can check it like all the cases, any data is there. So from user registration, I think so there is some record, I believe, the previous test. There's nothing there, so maybe we can check it also. User role there, role definitions. So it's nothing there. So we can check it now. Application is running and the database level that we are expecting. So now we can check it like Docker processes is our Spring Boot application is running properly what we are expecting. So Docker logs informations, and then we can pass the container ID, and then we can see the Spring Boot application. You can see the Spring Boot application, what we are expecting. All the information is there, log information. So let's have a check the application, the Postman, and then after that is Swagger UI. So if I go to the Swagger UI, so it's refresh the applications, you see the version is there, I'm expecting. So then maybe we can go to the Postman. So Postman test, we see the there is Swagger documentations. I believe. Oh, today is it, my computer is maybe crashed somehow. So you see, the